There is no sense in complaining about indifference in the world and not trying to be the difference. Hi, I'm HC, and watching this video until the end will help you understand yourself deeper than you understand it now. Stay tuned. Life's journey is one of continuous becoming. As we progress, we become more knowledgeable of ourselves and our perspective of the world becomes better pronounced. Choosing to accept a journey of perpetual growth embellishes our personal relationship with life and also enhances the quality of the relationships we share with our peers. Refusing to accept this growth is equivalent to accepting to give up on your own right to live. Likewise, refusing to continuously refine your person is bound to sow seeds of regret, sorrow, and a miserable outlook on realities that would otherwise sprout great joy and satisfaction. This is why knowing how to become a better you is such an important factor on the journey of you becoming your best you. So, without further ado, here are the steps on how to become a better person. Step 1. Beware of your focus. Always remember, anything you focus on seemingly becomes bigger and consequently ignores neighboring factors. Being cognizant of your focus will help you avoid exaggerating situations that could be left alone. You will then realize that you are often paying attention to specifics that are only halting your growth because of the amount of focus being given to them. Being mindful of your focus will help prevent anxious and stressed reactions by offering a broader perspective to issues at hand. In a similar fashion, standing 2 inches from a 6-foot painting will not allow you to appreciate it in its entirety. Its beauty will only be revealed to you by stepping back and opening your mind to appreciate what is being conveyed by the unabridged image. This exemplifies that being vigilant about what you are paying attention to and how you are paying attention to it can influence how you approach issues in your life. When choosing to improve, a lot of your improvement will come from how you perceive and interpret realities happening to you and around you. A wise man once said, "If you focus on what hurts you, you will continue to suffer, while if you focus on the lesson, you will continue to grow." Step 2. Trust your gut. Trusting your gut puts you in tune with who you truly are. Therefore, actions coming from this enriched knowledge of self will help produce a more vivid reality. Your intuition can be seen as an intermediate between you, the universe, and the Most High Source. Because the universe does not communicate in language per se, it is important to listen to the feeling of your gut whenever it is alarmed, whether that message is dim or very imposing. Trusting your gut takes practice. However, the more you trust your gut is the more you will recognize when it is speaking to you. You can practice trusting your gut by listening to the little intuitive hints presented to you on your daily, in your time alone. For example, let's say you're walking your usual route on your way to the store. Your gut may encourage you suddenly to cross the street. In this instance, your mind will reason with you and tell you, "I already know the way. We take this route all the time. We should just continue on our usual route." This because your mind is a tool of habit, and it intends to continue to keep you protected with what it already knows. In this example, listening to your gut and taking the other route will allow for new information to come into your sphere of understanding and help you get familiar with what else the universe is trying to show you. Trusting your gut helps you become and thus act as your true self. Therefore, when your intuition tells you to stay, you stay. When your intuition tells you to go, you go. Step 3. Hold yourself accountable. Holding yourself accountable means to accept the responsibility of the reality that you are now experiencing. Accountability helps with noticing the consequences of your actions, and thus helps to avoid making mistakes more times than necessary. In other words, accountability is saying, okay, this is what I have done. This is where I have taken myself thus far. Where do I go from here? With accountability, a proper self-assessment is possible, and therefore genuine change and growth is plausible and within reach. Lack of accountability insinuates that there is a strong likelihood that you'll do it again and not admit your wrongs. This lack encourages a life of complaint and the blaming of others for the downfalls of your reality. As said by legendary Jamaican artist Bounty, there is no sense in complaining about indifference in the world and not trying to be the difference. Hold yourself accountable and continue to become who you are. Step 4. Speak your truth. Be honest. Speaking your truth is having the confidence to be truthful to yourself and others. To speak your truth does not mean to necessarily say everything you're thinking aloud. That can be problematic. Rather, to speak your truth means to allow your inner self to be honestly represented in your demeanor. We often fear speaking our truth because of the possibility of resentment or even the fear of not fitting in, and sometimes the fear of letting down someone we admire. However, upholding that false version of yourself is negligent to your truth because it omits your natural inner light, which is also a disservice to the individual you may be trying to impress. Not speaking your truth means that you are being someone that you are not. However, when that someone does appear and really is the person that you claim to be, you will be replaced. Always remember, only you know how to be you, even with all of your inconsistencies. As again said by the legend, dancehall recording artist Bounty Killer, once an artist, or played persona for the sake of this example, twice a person. Meaning that when you wake up in the morning and you face yourself, you are responding to you and only you. And although when you go outside you are playing a role and wearing a theoretical mask that may even be accepted and hailed by your peers, when that brief period is over, you are going back home to face you again, the real you. This is why it's important to be genuine with who you are. This may mean to open up to yourself and allow yourself to be vulnerable. Being vulnerable to you is allowing yourself to feel emotions that you may not yet have the courage to express and feel when you are in the presence of others. It is yielding your ego and accepting your humanity. In other words, it is coming to terms with your mortality. Step 5. Be ready. Be open to change. The transitional period where you grow from your old habits and unsustainable proclivities may take some time and is not always an easy road. This is why, On the road to becoming a better version of you, you must always be open to the possibility of change. You may not recognize it, and you may even reject it because of how unfamiliar and uncomfortable that reality may be at first. However, being ready means to keep the faith in your future and to stay alert for the opportunities subtly presented to you on your path. This feat requires patience and the conviction that the only tools required to become the best version of you are the ones buried inside of you. Step 6. Let go of the old you. This step, of course, is much easier said than done. However, you must accept that you are not stagnant. You are always growing and becoming more. Holding on to a version of you that made you feel content at one point is likely not what allows for your contentedness and progress today. Face your past self and appreciate that it has served its purpose and has already become an instrumental part of who you are becoming. But that old period must come to an end for your future to be. The world is yours to discover, but if you never let go, you will never know. So that's it, Howell family. Those are the 6 steps on how to become a better person and to start moving forward today. Thank you for watching this video until the end. You are appreciated. Post a comment below and let people know how bettering yourself has helped you on your journey. Like and share this video and consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. I will see you here next time on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.